Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Laura, Marie, and I'm Lafayette. Carlos is out due to he got his face drilled into, and
It's fucking disgusting.
he got
He should be ticketed for that shit.
ticketed for getting his face drilled into.
No, for showing us a picture of it.
What did it look like?
I don't know. It was disgusting. I had to delete the entire message to get rid of it.
So he sent us a picture where, because they took one or two of his teeth out, and he like showed us his sinuses, and it did look like something from a horror movie, you know, maybe like Saw. I don't know, but he'll be fine.
I was just
That's
confused.
just rude.
I was like, it was his tooth back here. I'm like, why
It
is there
is,
a
yeah.
hole?
Yeah, I don't know.
That?
Maybe
I was very confused. I was
maybe
like, what
he
has
eats a lot
happened
of-
to
That's your
your
sinus.
he eats a lot of candy. I don't know.
face?
Don't know. I don't know. He said he lost like 15 pounds in the last month.
Well, good
Doing
for
what?
him.
Because you can't eat?
No, because I told him to stop being a fatty. And
Yeah, that usually works.
it did. It worked. It worked pretty good, apparently. So, but anyway, so he'll be back next week, maybe. Who knows? He has a new human in his family, and he has 2 missing teeth, and something else might pop up. I don't know. You just don't know.
Life
these
is
days.
crazy.
Life can be crazy. So before we start, I'll let you know what's in theaters this week. This week you can go watch the newest movie from. I don't know if it's Steven Spielberg or not. It's with Tom Hanks, and
My favorite Spielberg.
it probably is Steven Spielberg, to be honest. It's called Here.
No, because it's the same director as Forrest Gump.
Okay. Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis, I guess.
Are you talking about the one with Robin Wright?
Yes.
Yes, that's the same director. It says in the ad, same director as Forrest Gump.
Oh, okay. So you can go watch Here, which takes place all in one living room,
Oh, wow.
but it takes place from like the 40s all the way to nowadays. So it's like a whole time span of a family. And,
Like Forrest Gump.
well, not really like Forrest Gump, but I know what you mean.
No, it totally is. It's like a across time kind of story.
No, it is. It's across time. Yeah. But not like Forrest Gump so much. But Forrest Gump does do that in order. You're right. It does give us the...
He don't go to Vietnam.
He doesn't say that, but I understand what you're trying to do.
He says, they sending me to Vietnam.
Oh, that's right. And he doesn't know why. He doesn't know why.
Yeah.
I love that
and
movie.
you can-
I was listening.
great.
I was watching. No, I was reading. That's
So you were
the
listening,
adjective.
then you were watching, and then you ended up reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
A thing on Reddit that people were like hating on Forrest Gump, and I was like, why would you hate
Because
on
they're
Forrest
Gen
Gump?
Zers.
Well, it was supposed to be zillennials, people like me who are kind of in betweenies, and I was like, fuck all y'all.
Wait, you're Gen Z?
No, I'm sorry, between Gen X and millennials. Sorry, did I say
Yeah.
Z? I don't.
You said Gen
I don't know.
Jizzers.
Exenals? Is that how
Ex-
you would pronounce that? I don't know.
It's
I don't know words.
Xenomorphs.
Girl, you're a millennial. You don't want to be.
I'm an
but
early.
you
I
are.
am. I always say I'm transgenerational. I am
You're
a millennial, but
trans?
I identify as a Gen Xer.
Stop it. You're a millennial. Accept
So
it.
you're
and,
trans
like,
millennial. So
Mhm.
so when are you gonna have your operation become a Gen Xer?
It's all about how you feel, baby. It's not
that
about.
is true. And one day you can identify as one or the other. You are correct.
Maybe one day
Yep.
I'll be a Gen Zer and I'll like walk around and like twirl my hair
Twirl
and
your
eat
hair
a
and be,
lollipop or
"Hey."
whatever fucking
Is that
Gen
what
Z
Gen Zers
does.
do?
I don't know what Gen Z, I don't know.
I don't know
I think,
either.
I think I'm Gen X. I couldn't tell you. So us Gen Xers live on the edge. So
Yeah, you're
we
Gen
vote
X.
for
Like
legalized
the toilet
drugs. So, well, there you go. Well, guess what? It is time or near time for election day.
Oh God.
Are
God.
you excited? Okay, that says a lot. They're like, what? No, nothing. I mean,
Honestly, I'm kind of worried. I am kind of worried. I know
time
people
out, though.
don't like Kamala Harris,
Are-
but like at the same time,
Mhm.
the other option is just 10 times worse.
but
And it's worrisome that people don't know that.
are you gonna vote?
Yeah, I just got to put it in the mail. I
Got
already
it.
did it.
Laura,
Yeah, I vote
and do you vote by mail or in person?
in person. I
Okay,
don't know what the point of a mail-in ballot is.
I
So
haven't.
you don't have to go and wait in line.
It doesn't take long. It takes 2 seconds.
I
It's
haven't.
the
Well,
Depends on
thing.
where you go, though.
I haven't done in person since. Okay, let's see.
Oh, California. You
But
guys
I
are
haven't
living in
done
the
in
future.
person.
Hillary Clinton.
No, before that, it was Bush Gore.
Damn, girl.
Everything's
You're
been
hecka old.
everything's been by mail since.
I couldn't even vote then.
Well, in St. Charles County in Missouri, we can mail in, I'm sure, but I just choose to walk my ass to the polls. But all the other 70-year-olds
Well, in
cast
California,
my ballot the
She's
old-fashioned
not a
way.
Gen Xer. She's a
in
boomer.
Yeah.
yeah, she transitioned to a boomer on election day. In California, though, you get your ballot like I swear 2 months early. So
I just got mine like a few days.
Really?
Kind of
I didn't get mine too long ago.
I got mine maybe 3 weeks ago and sent it in like maybe a week later. Yeah.
Did they send you back a sticker? I voted.
No, you get it. You get it with the initial ballot.
Oh.
So you don't even have to vote. You just get the
Yeah, you don't even have to throw the ballot away. Just keep
Lie.
the sticker.
That's a lie.
Actually, you know what I do? I go to Home Depot and give one of the stickers to the illegal immigrants outside waiting for a job. Just to piss people off. Hey, put this on. I'll give you $5. He's like, see? And I'm like,
That's kind of well. Is that a good idea, or would that have like the opposite
no.
effect?
And
People
then-
would be
no,
like,
no.
no, we have to vote.
no, here's the
outvote
thing.
these
And then I
motherfuckers."
film him wearing it and go, you see, this is what they're talking about. And then I cause a
Oh my
whole
God.
controversy about it. All because my
Oh,
free
damn it.
sticker and $5. Boom. See that? So
This is
So, I
what's
mean,
wrong with America.
we do
People like Lafayette.
we do say at the beginning of the show we talk politics. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what is your number one policy or agenda?
Abortion.
Okay, we got abortion.
What are we talking? What's the question? Can you
What is
just
your
What's your number one topic
topic or
thing that you
policy
care
that you're
about?
like really?
homelessness?
That's not a policy though. That's not a
No, I
federal
mean,
policy.
neither
It's
is
not a federal.
abortion.
It's not a federal policy.
It's a topic.
No, but it's not a federal one. They don't talk about that during the election.
Well, this isn't a federal one either. This is a.
It isn't now. It isn't now.
Yeah,
no.
it's on the Missouri state ballot. That is the
Oh,
top
it
thing.
is?
If you can only vote for one
Oh.
thing, I would choose this one to vote for.
Got it. Okay, so you guys are voting in Missouri for that.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
They're finally like what? How long after they repealed it?
I know.
A year or a few years,
It's
2 years.
2 years, I think.
2 years.
They're finally
2.5 years. 'Cause it was like
Giving-
in April or May.
giving us the ability to actually decide by vote what we want as the people, as opposed to
Well, that's nice of them.
yeah,
I guess
isn't
my-
it? It's nice for them to just suddenly decide. Like
yeah, my
maybe we
question-
should ask the people about it. And they tried so fucking hard to keep it off the ballot.
Okay, but
But-
what's right now? What's the law?
Banned.
Oh, really? Right away they did that.
right away.
I can see that.
They're
Wow.
like trigger laws or something. They had them ready to go as soon as it lost federal protection. It went
Oh, they
into
were just
effect.
ready.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm.
And
You live in one of those states.
Yep. Sure do.
I've been to Missouri. That should be
Gross.
legal. Matter of fact, they should think about just getting rid of some people there. I mean, that is-
You know what? Okay, can I say something? This is a little off topic, but you
Oh
know,
my God.
Brave New World, I never understood why, like, that whole thing in the beginning where they're like having orgies and having sex with everyone and giving out birth control and like trying to birth people that are just naturally sterilized. I never understood why that was bad. I know that it's like supposed to be a thing on the book, but I don't
So-
because I guess it's controlling or something. But like,
It's
who cares?
devaluing human relationships, basically. Like
I mean, yeah,
if you are overall encouraging people to never form attachments and never build families and that kind of thing, that means that your personal mores are much easier to influence. If you don't have anything that is above you, anything that is above self, then you yourself is easy to manipulate.
The only person above me is God.
Well,
It depends
It
what
doesn't
time
have
of
to
day
be a
and-
person. It's
Yeah.
it's an idea,
That's true.
a way of being,
Mhm.
an idea. And for some people, it's religion. For some people, it's family. For some people, it's, I don't know, whatever principle you're willing to die for. Basically, they're trying to take away as much of that as they can.
See, here's the thing. I know that's okay. So I saw this thing is called Thug Notes, but it's like serious, and they talk about these books that like are very confusing, like The Sound of Fury or whatever. And he's a thug explaining the whole thing about the book, right? Like what it means and what these metaphors are or whatever, and analogies. But like maybe the book has it wrong. Maybe this is what we need in life. I understand that maybe they can control who gets birthed and who doesn't, but like at the same time, I don't want to have to worry about these kinds of responsibilities here. You can just have them, and maybe we'll still get some agency.
But see, here's my thing. So, Laura, that's more of a state thing. Well, what's your federal number one?
How dare you? I had a point.
Well, you won. You're good.
Thank you.
Federal? I don't
You're the
know.
worst.
I really don't know. I
You
haven't
don't
done
know.
a lot of research yet.
And do we vote on federal policies?
No,
I think we
not
only
really.
vote on
No.
state
I mean,
policy.
You're not
you-
voting on anything.
local.
You're
voting for the candidate.
the
is-
candidate
yeah.
that promises you the world.
Yeah, I still don't know who I'm voting for in the sense that I know I'm not voting for either of those two. I just have to pick some.
Please,
Well, if you're
please
not
don't
voting
do that.
for one of
I'm
those
always that
two.
person,
Don't
and
do
I
that.
will.
That's a waste.
I will.
That is a
Oh,
waste.
you
You
want to
gotta
hear
vote
my
for one of
diatribe?
them.
Let's go
No.
on a diatribe.
No.
I
Yeah,
used
do
to
it.
say
Do
that
it.
same thing. I used to say that same thing. I say, third party, you're wasting your vote. It has to be, one of the two. Da,
It is
da, da,
true,
da.
yeah.
I am wasting my vote because
Yeah.
you know what? All of my vote in here in Missouri is wasted. This state will go to Trump no matter what I do.
That's
It
true.
doesn't matter.
You're
You
100%
need to
correct.
leave
It's like
right
California.
away.
You're right.
It's going to go how it's going to go. So it doesn't really matter. So
You're right.
what
Local laws are what matters.
What I vote for
Jill Stein.
is a it's more
Bernie
of a
Sanders.
principle of saying I
He's not on the ballot.
reject your two-party system, and I have voted for candidates before on either side. It's just that these two are just it's the political climate. There's something wrong with both of them, but it's the political climate of saying that we have to accept two sides of an extreme coin, and I'm over it. And I'm not going to put my small little bitty contribution, I'm not going to put my tiny little drop in either of their buckets because I'm not happy with the political situation in this country.
Now, what do you think the problem is with a third party never, ever being able to they
Winners.
will never catch wind?
That's a problem. Yeah.
It is a problem, but it does happen. Change does happen. We did not start this country with Democrats and Republicans. We started with different political parties. And over time, these things change. We don't think of them because we live in such a small window, right? But it does happen. Political parties do change. Things change. We weren't always a two-party system. We weren't always Democrat and Republicans. And the only way that
We
shift
didn't vote like that back in the day because whoever got the second pick was the vice president. That whole
Yeah.
you're the vice president and then you're the president or you're running for president and then you have a running mate. That didn't happen until
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
I don't
Probably
know
the
either.
70s or some shit like that.
But I just think that it's my ability to tell the system I'm not happy with it and to try to shift it. And because if enough people get disillusioned and go to a third party, it will happen. No, it has to happen. You shake your head. It just it has to
it's
happen.
local policies and it's the state and city things that you need to vote for, regardless of whether it's person or policy.
Yes,
it's not necessarily not voting for the president. It's voting for the people in your local elections. That's what's going to make the difference.
I didn't disagree with that at all.
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that.
But I do believe there's no third party will ever break the mold because it's just we're already baked in. But I think
at this point,
here's the thing though. The third party would work if somebody like Trump decided, well, I'm not a Republican. I'm just me. And then you'd have a Republican
for him to bust out, do his own fucking thing, lose, and then another person be like, maybe I can actually make that happen.
Exactly.
Change happens, and it happens a lot quicker than we think that it will. I don't know necessarily that a third party candidate will win in my lifetime, but maybe in my daughter's. So
Mm,
that's what
I don't
I'm
know.
voting for, is a better system.
Let's go, Ross Perot.
Yeah, sure.
The third party
Dead.
candidate is always seen as too extreme, right?
I disagree. I think they're just losers. I mean, that's just the truth
No,
of
that's
the
true
matter.
too,
Because
though. I mean-
people who are good at politics
Yeah.
are winners. They're people who want to win.
I mean,
so
so you guys know
they
who-
go-
Who have money?
You guys know who?
they have the money. They
but
go
you
where
guys
the
know
money is.
who Jill Stein is, right? She's literally
Yeah.
been on the ballot for the last like 5 elections for
I'm not
president
going to vote for her.
for the Green Party, or no, not the
Yeah.
Green Party, because that was Ralph Nader, right?
No, I think it is. the
No, she is the Green
Oh,
Party,
she is the
yeah.
Green Party. She knows she's never going to win, but
She's a distraction because she wants but the Trump and the Republican Party want Jill Stein on the ballot
course.
to
to take,
dissuade
take-
Democrats
take
to
votes
vote
away.
for her because it's
Because she's
exactly.
already
So
come out
it's
and
fucking
said,
bullshit.
I want my voters to vote for Trump. But here's the
Why
thing:
are
if
we
you run,
blaming?
this
Why are
bitch?
we blaming the victims here? Why are we?
Why did she come out and say
If
she's going to
it-
vote for Trump?
no, she said
Why
she
are-
want her voters to vote for Trump. She said,
Why
Even
are we
worse.
blaming the victims? Why are we blaming the voters and saying it's your fault? You have to pick between Krang or Kodor and tell them that
Krang,
they're
tell me more about Krang.
Kang and Kodor.
Oh, Kang. Okay.
Hodor? From fucking The Simpsons. Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Game of
you
Thrones.
mean you're talking about the aliens?
Yeah. Do you
Got it.
remember? That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
Simpsons things. It's I think it was Bush and Gore, I think. And then they rip off their masks and it's Kang and Kodos or whatever. And they go, now, what are you going to do now, Americans? It's a two-party system. What are you going to do? Waste your vote? And then Ross Perot is like, damn it. And
Good old
he
Ross
punches
Perot.
through his little like voter hat, and it cracked me up because I mean, truly, right? If you were to put two fucking serial killers up there, Democrat or Republican,
You know what? Good call on Ross.
what are you
Perot,
supposed to
though.
do?
Ross Perot
You
was
have to
the
vote for someone.
Oh, my
He
Lord.
Ross
got
Perot.
close. He
he
got
was
on
the
the
closest
stage
third party candidate. Yeah,
because he had a fuck ton of money.
yeah, because he had a ton of oil money. Yeah, but what Ross Perot was hilarious though. He would say some wacky shit, some really
He was.
zany shit. But
And Dana Carvey was so good.
oh, he was so good as him. Yeah, but I was gonna shit. Now that you talked about that, it's like the Sims. No, South Park did the same thing. South Park did an episode where when it was Hillary versus Trump, their episode was Turd Sandwich versus the Giant Douche
Yeah,
for
exactly.
the high school. Yeah, and then we're like, yeah, they pretty much got it right.
Giant douche.
That was Hillary. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I never saw that, but that's what I would vote
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
A giant douche over a turd
Turd
sandwich.
Sandwich.
Probably a lot less stinky.
I mean, it's just I'm not. I don't want to. I don't accept your status quo options, and if it's considering waste my vote, oh well. If I lived in a swing state, maybe I'd have a
it's
different opinion.
Yeah,
but-
if you're in Ohio, Michigan, Nevada, Arizona, and there's one more.
We always go
Pennsylvania?
Republican.
Yes, Pennsylvania. There you go.
Except
Those
for
are
Clinton.
I
was looking it up.
Yeah.
That
There's certain
apparently
ones.
Missouri
Yeah.
has like a really good track record.
Mhm.
And they do not vote like generally how Missouri votes is how a lot of the presidential elections go, and they've only voted Democrat. No, it was that they used to be because it was before Obama, but the only Democrat that they have ever voted in was Clinton.
Good old Billy.
Southern.
All right. Wait.
Apparently,
yeah,
we
okay,
like
Bill.
the Southerners.
Good old Bill Clinton.
There's a name for it. What
So
is it
anyway,
called?
so vote everyone. November 5th. Go out and vote.
You didn't ask me what my federal policy was. No, you
I
did.
did,
said
but you
homelessness.
didn't say anything.
I said homelessness.
But that's not a federal policy. That's a state.
But neither is abortion.
Yes, it is, because it's gonna be right
No,
back.
we didn't vote for abortion.
let me tell you
we did
what.
not vote for abortion in California. Let me pull out my ballot. I will open it right
No,
now.
there's nothing on the ballot. I mean, you're right. In California, there's
Because
no.
we're not voting
there's
for it. It's
nothing
not
for
a
it.
federal policy.
Again, I just asked you what's your federal policy number one on your list, and the homelessness is not on
So
the list.
We don't
issue-
vote on federal
Yes,
policies.
you do. Your vote. Okay, I'm gonna explain it again. One
No,
more time.
I
One
get
more
what she's saying.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I can open it
I
up.
get it,
I can open
but
it up. There's no federal
Your
policies
federal
that we vote on.
policy is based on your candidate you're voting for. So
No, yeah.
when someone says, "I'm gonna make immigration my top thing and the economy and da 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 da,"
Oh, Palestine.
yeah, well, whatever. And
I don't know what you're trying to get at here because you're not really making any
You're not
sense.
making sense.
When
you choose a candidate, what's the reason why you choose a candidate? What is the number one reason?
I'm sorry, but I always vote Democrat.
No, I understand, but what's the reasoning?
There's never going to be anything that I ever agree with them. They are what?
That's all. What's the reasoning? That's all I'm asking.
Because the Republicans are never going to be aligned with anything that I agree with.
Well, there you go.
They don't like women.
There you go.
They don't like people of color, who I am both of those
falls
things.
into policy.
They're crazy about guns.
Okay, again,
and they don't they are all Christian white. They're not all white Christian nationalists, but it seems like that's more the direction that they are.
Okay, got it. Mm-hmm.
White nationalism is not a policy, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know.
It bleeds into the policy.
Let me tell you why it's a policy. Because what do conservatives want?
They want to get rid of SSI.
No. They want religion back in school. That's what they want. That's when I say that is part of the policy. It is. So
and it's their right to have guns.
That's very reductive. I'm just going to put that out there.
Oh, it is. It is. And no one's ever going to get rid of your guns, no matter what party it is. And it's too late for that in America. We're not Australia, where they actually did it.
I think it was New Zealand.
No, Australia did too.
But if there was a party more left, I would vote for them. I would vote.
So you're telling me that if somebody came along and his name was Zach Morris, okay, and
I used to think he was super hot. I think that's like you said the same thing, right?
And Zach Morris, he was extreme left. You'd vote for him?
Sure, he's hot
because Zach Morris can pause time. You know
and he's
right?
very charming
because he can freeze time.
He is a like a womanizer and kind of like a creep at times,
yeah.
but he's not a rapist like Trump.
I don't know that because again, he can freeze time. I don't know what he did in high school.
That's fair.
Okay, well,
Trump these are very good points. Lafayette should be on the stage. Presidential debate: Zach Morris v. Donald Trump.
That's right.
Who's going to moderate?
No, it's Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris versus.
That's because Zach would be third party.
Oh, Zach. Then I'm definitely voting for Zach.
And then Zach's running mate would either be Screech,
Slater.
Oh no, because Slater he's too good. You know.
Okay, fine. Lisa, get some brains in there and a woman.
Lisa was known as the smart one. Was Lisa known as the smart one?
No, that
the
was
smart
Jessie.
one was Jessie.
Oh,
yeah.
Remember, she's
and then
okay,
she's
fine. Lisa still. I like Lisa better.
But Jessie's also the
we need some diversity in there.
Jessie's also the druggie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Lisa
isn't. Jessie
it was
is.
caffeine pills. It was caffeine pills one
so
time.
Excited.
That's right. Greatest
God, that was such a good
ever.
episode. Yeah.
Oh,
it's called the Missouri Bellwether. I just looked it up because it was driving me.
What does that mean?
That they've correctly influenced the. Oh God! I just closed the fucking tab. God
why
damn
would
it!
You do that?
I don't know.
Sometimes.
Hey, do you guys like my costume?
Yes, I meant to say something.
You are from you're Johnny Depp from
with hair.
The Missouri Bellwether was a political phenomenon that noted that the state of Missouri voted for the winner in all but one U.S. presidential election from 1904 to 2004. So it's 100 years.
Was it Barack?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So then that's technically twice.
No, 2004.
Yeah, Barack. 2004
was no George.
No, that's John Kerry.
Oh. Okay. Got it. Wait, what? Kerry versus Bush. Okay, yeah. Kerry sucked. Yeah.
It was, but who sucked more, Bush or Kerry? I'm just saying,
confusing.
like,
Bush was horrible.
This is the thing about fucking politics.
Bush
it's
was
like
horrible.
you're literally voting for the douche or the sandwich, the turd sandwich. I'm sorry. It's like I don't like shit. It's disgusting.
The best president of your lifetime has been Bill Clinton.
Barack Obama. Even though he's like
Bill Clinton.
Even though because he got rid of welfare.
Bill Clinton had a surplus.
And he also started the 3 strikes rule. Like, those things were so damaging.
They
were incredibly damaging. There are people in prison for little small candies.
True.
For stealing a small candy.
True. Yeah, they would do 3 stupid things and go to jail. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't deserve a lifetime sentence for stealing a small candy. Or you know how hard it is to get a job once you have something on your record? Like, if you try to go to work, you're never going to get hired because people do background checks and we don't want to hire criminals, regardless of whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony. So what the fuck are you supposed to do? You have a hard time surviving.
Then you're going to go back to crime.
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
don't be
Yeah.
stupid.
I'm just saying, like, that's not,
There's
and
always
how's
that
that
option.
fair? That is,
It's not.
It isn't.
It's not.
I don't know.
It's meant for hard criminals that are like child molesters and PDF files and shit like that.
Probably is Obama. I don't know. Not Reagan.
He
Reagan was
definitely
horrible.
okay, first of all, I wasn't born when Reagan was president. Secondly,
Wait, what?
no, wait, 86?
No, you were.
Okay, maybe I was because that was Bush,
no,
right? That was
no,
the second
no.
Bush.
You
The first Bush.
he
We don't
was
know what
he
the
was
fuck we're
80 to
talking about. We
88.
need to shut the fuck up.
He was 80. No, he was to 88. Clinton was what? Clinton was 90
94.
94? No, when they right, 94
no, that
to
sounds
98.
right. 94 sounds right.
That's right. Wait, so that's 90...
And then he was voted in again.
Either way,
2000.
well,
No,
you
it
know
wasn't
what?
because Gore.
You know what? I'm
Gore and Bush in
forgetting. I'm
2007,
forgetting Bush.
and then
No, I'm forgetting.
96.
I'm forgetting Bush Senior. That's why he's totally
Yeah,
evading my
86.
memory because he sucked.
No,
That's why.
88.
He totally sucked. Bush Senior. Man, he was bad. But you're right. It's 88. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway.
I have a joke for you guys.
Really?
Oh shit.
What number is better than 69? 88, because you get 8 twice. Boom. For my females in the house.
I was gonna say 420.
That's a good one too.
That's what she's celebrating right now
So, yeah.
gosh.
with the snacks. What are you snacking on?
Cough drops. I'm fucking sick again.
Oh,
LGBT WXYZ rights. There's always that too, that no one seems to care about. So
No, some people
what are you
care
talking
a lot.
about?
I don't know. There's certain
Oh,
things they
that's
talk
on our-
about that just
That's on our ballot.
they talk about things that just who cares. Honestly,
So they're going to repeal Prop 8.
they do want to repeal Prop 8. You're right. Yeah. California thing, people. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's just get more affordable housing. Let's control the immigration and let's lower taxes for the middle class and lower class. And there you go.
You can go. I was examining a
Control immigration.
tax
At the border. Yeah.
Control it how? No, that's dumb.
No, you got to be more strict on immigration.
Why? They help us.
There's enough already. We're good. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
You
cannot.
shut up.
I'm gonna throw this in there. You can't.
You might as well just vote for Trump.
You can't
Shut up.
assume everyone coming across the border that there's a job for them, that they're going to help us. There's enough people in this country to help us
But they still buy stuff and they pay taxes.
if they have a job legally.
They'll find money somehow.
You can't.
What are you talking about?
You can't pay taxes
No,
without.
they're the most innovative people.
You
They are the
cannot.
most innovative
You
people
cannot
that
pay
like.
taxes without a social security number.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about buying stuff. You pay taxes on buying stuff.
Okay, so you just want to let people in to buy stuff.
That will help our economy.
Yeah, it's more
That's
complicated.
that's
than
not
that.
not a good enough reason. You
Okay, but every time you have immigrants come over, that economy does better. It is statistically proven.
okay? But what I'm trying to tell you is, what is the point when you stop? You can't constantly let people in, like and then it's assuming that look, everything's gonna get better because we let people in like
How about this?
endlessly.
Everyone that votes for Trump gets out. They get kicked out.
Everyone
send
that
them to some
votes
kind of
for him,
island.
and that doesn't make any sense because
Yes. Yep,
what
they need to
you're
go.
trying to say is
Really devolved.
you're trying to say is those people
They don't deserve to be here. They suck.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying they don't deserve a voice.
This is what gets me. This is what gets me on
They're
either
terrible.
side. See, this is what just gets my goat because
Go. Oh wait, time out.
here
Time out. Laura's rant about what gets her goat, which is
A
a
lot
weird
of
way to
things.
put it, but gets her goat. Well, I mean,
Stop.
I never heard that before, but okay.
Are you serious? You've never
Gets
heard
my
that
goat?
Grab the goat. I always say grab the goat.
So you tell
But
me
I don't
that
know- I
this
don't think
grabs
that's how
my
you do it.
goat?
Okay. Anyway,
I've never heard that before.
Anyway,
until he
go
is
ahead,
old,
Laura.
too.
Let's see
idiom.
what
Now
gets
I
your
want
goat.
to make sure that I'm not an idiot. Gets
You are
my
saying it
goat.
correctly. It's gets your goat.
Yeah,
I don't know
it gets
No,
what
my
I've
that
never
goat.
is.
heard it. Get
Annoy
your
or
goat.
irritate
It's
someone.
the
Okay.
grind my gears.
Yeah, grind my gears.
Yes.
Yes,
Now that I
all
get.
that kind of stuff. Okay. It's this us versus them mentality. Everybody on the other side is a terrible person.
They
And
are
yet
a terrible person.
everybody
one of
on
them-
the
just one
right
of
is
them, according
saying
to
the
Marie, 'cause
exact
person.
same thing about the other. Not everyone, I'm sorry. Extremists who have bought into this us versus them are saying the exact same thing. You should hear the way
If
my
you're voting
parents
for
talk
against
about-
LGBT rights, if you're voting against
Hold on,
abortion,
time out.
if you're
Time
voting
out.
for
You got to
like,
let Laura
okay,
finish
sorry,
her
Laura,
rant.
sorry,
Something got
my
her
bad.
goat. I don't know what a goat thing is, but somebody got the goat.
if you buy into this us versus at them, ideology. You are playing right into just your basic instincts. That is your lizard brain that is trying to carve out other people and say, those people are so different from me. They are not, I can't even consider life from their perspective. I can't even think about it, because you should hear the way my parents talk about liberals. They talk about
liberals aren't the best. I don't care about them either.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist.
Okay, fine. A leftist. Whatever it is. They talk about them like it's some sort of like, they're like, did you know that he's a liberal? Like the way that like they used to talk in like the 1960s about someone who was gay. Did you hear? I have to watch what I say around them. Oh, these liberals, they're ruining the country. Da, 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 da. It's ridiculous. People care about other people, and you can talk about that, and you can talk about the different ways that people think that is proper to care for somebody. But don't make the mistake of ever casting an entire 50% of your country's population as your enemy. That is not going to end well for anybody. You have to think, you want to understand somebody, you have to try to empathize with them, and you have to put your head where they are. Don't just listen to the headlines. You have to listen to people, and you have to listen to what they have to say. And that's what I do. I very much so consider myself a centrist person. I see good intentions in everybody's side. Good intentions. It's the methodologies that disagree. And if you can't, you keep shaking your head, and that's fine. You know, that's completely up to you and how you want to live your life. But that is not going to lead to progress. All it is going to lead is to infighting. And it's going to lead to more people just taking your fucking money, because that is all this country wants to do.
I don't have any
Run by a bunch of fucking capitalists that just want to take all your money. And you know, it is what it is. You just have to be smart enough not to fall into the trap.
Okay, Marie,
I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. Because first of all, I'm not a us versus them. I'm like,
you just said you should
we all have different ideas.
50%.
No, wait a second. My turn. Okay. My turn. Okay. So I don't necessarily believe that it's us versus them. I don't like them because of their all ideologies. It's not because we're on different teams, blah, blah, blah. It's because they discriminate against 90% of the world. It's got to be white men and white women, and like they don't care about LGBTs, they don't care about immigrants, they don't care about people of color, they don't care about people with disabilities, they don't fucking care about any of that stuff. And if you vote for Trump, then you are that person, even if you don't think you are. If you think you're having empathy, you're voting against everyone else. Even if you are one of those people like with disabilities or queer or colored or whatever, and you're voting for Trump, you're voting against yourself. It's kind of tragic. And I think the only way that this is going to get fixed, this is the two outcomes of this election. This is what's going to happen. If Trump gets voted in the office, we might start leaning more right, and that scares the shit out of me. If we get Kamala Harris, then we could start leaning more left. This election, like we say this every time, this election is so important. It really is going to determine if we start leaning farther to the one side. And this side is going to be so detrimental. Like, it's not a us versus them. It says, like, they are against everyone. They are against everyone. And I'm thinking about everyone else. It's like, I don't necessarily want to vote Democrat, but like, what did this guy Lex say? He said, oh, I voted for this person because I have a kind of a house and I have to take care of my family. I said, well, I voted for Democrats because I think about everyone else. And he got so fucking mad. It's like, it's not us versus them. It's not a team thing. It's like, you are against people's rights to exist. That's what I don't like. That's not what I'm down with. And I've met people on like that vote Republican every time, and they're always very nice, but they're also very close-minded. And the people on the left are also very close-minded. Trust, I've gotten in so many arguments with the people on the left. They're assholes. But like, at least I agree with them. I just don't agree on the way that we get there. You know what I mean? But I can't stand for people who are like, we're going to kick all the people who are out. We can't have health insurance. We can't have all these fucking things because it doesn't benefit us. And these people are going to get ahead. It doesn't it's not an us versus them thing. That is diminutive in itself.
The fact that you have cast an entire 50% of our nation's.
They've cast like an entire 90% of the entire world off. Like, don't you understand? You're saying, oh, you cast 50% off people, but like they don't like anyone who's colored. They don't like women. They don't like queer people. Like they're the ones casting everyone off.
Do you know? Because I can tell you, I know a lot of them, and they don't hate women. They definitely have different ideas, but they don't hate women.
That hate women, that like taking away abortion. Vote for Trump is taking away abortion. That's like it's like a slippery slope. If you vote for Trump, because he put those judges in there and they took away abortion for everyone. You know what I mean? So it's like it's unfortunate that this is how it ends up. If you vote for Trump, abortion is going to definitely be taken away in all 50 states. Like LGBT queerness is going to be taken away, and like rights to marry is going to be all taken away.
First of
Like,
all, how do you
throw everyone in jail?
Yeah,
How do you take it away? You're gonna throw them all in jail?
Like,
Like that?
no,
Because
because
you see,
if people vote, if Trump goes in office, yes, they are trying to take that shit away. They're like,
time out.
Trans people,
What
gay right marriage.
Okay, first that's a state thing, number one. But
no, it's a
no,
federal
it's not.
thing.
No, it's not. It's a federal
federal.
thing.
no, but it's states also, have
No,
that as
it's
well.
federal.
Yes, they can, but then the federales
First
can
of all,
override it.
Is that all that matters to LGBT people? Because I mean that's a big issue, but is that the main issue?
They would like to be able to exist. Like, look,
They
I
do
had a
exist.
Well, I
friend
can tell you
that-
from on the right, the biggest thing with trans is not the fact that they exist. The fact that the quote ideology, their words, not mine, the ideology is being taught to their kids, and they're getting their kids who are depressed and upset already, getting them very confused and turned around. That is the concern. They're concerned for
That's
their
not
kids.
true, though. That's the thing.
It is
That's
100% true, and I will fight you to the
No,
death
it
for
is
that.
not. Okay, now we are going to argue.
time out,
Now
time
we are
out,
going
time
to
out.
argue. I'm
So-
not
Great,
going
thanks,
to
Lafayette.
no.
I can tell you that the idea that they're floating is not their idea for timeout. This is Trump's words. They're taking kids out of school without parents' permission and then transitioning them at the hospital and returning them back to school. I have never heard that before. You're telling me they're kidnapping children without their consent, transitioning them in an operation during the day, returning them back to school, and then the parents pick them up and go, "Where's Tommy? This is Tammy. Son of a bitch. Oh, well, I'll take him home." Like, what? Like, what is that? Like,
That's rhetoric. That's nonsensical rhetoric. Is
no,
exactly
no.
what
But
that is.
it's wild.
But that's the same point
It's
that they're
wild.
getting at.
And
That
then-
is like,
So that is the point. The point that they're saying is they don't want any of this taught to their adolescent children, right? That's what they're saying.
they're
Now,
not being.
is it being taught to their children? It's honestly, I'll be honest. That is teacher to teacher. It's
It
not
depends
curriculum.
on the school district. It
Yeah,
100% depends on the school district.
Yeah, and it does. It falls on the school districts, but it's not curriculum. It's just what the teachers are teaching when the school district needs to step in and go, "Hey,
They're
we
not
heard that
teaching
you're..."
them anything. They're just teaching
Time
them
out,
like, hey,
time out,
people exist in
time out,
different
time
ways.
out. What they're teaching
not
children is basically different sexes. That's what they're teaching, right? And that's normal, right? Boy, girl.
They're not teaching
Time
sexual
out.
education
It's
in
not
school
sex.
for the most
It's
part.
not sex ed. They're just telling students about, oh no, this person can be this or that person is this, and then they don't want that. They literally want boy, girl, until that at that age where it's like, okay, now you can tell them because they're 15,
Or they
can
could just
comprehend it.
discover it on their own. They
Or
don't
discover
need
it on
to
your
be
own.
told.
So parents
by their-
don't
Is
want-
that,
parents don't
is that
want-
responsible though?
Yeah, it is because I'll be
Yes.
honest.
That's
my
how I did
viewpoint-
it.
My viewpoint, I don't think schools should be teaching that.
Thank you.
Until
Yes.
again, maybe they get into sex ed in high school, whatever age that was, 15, 14. Sure, teach them that, and they probably might be. And they're fully gonna be aware of it, unless they're
Living under a rock.
living under a rock. But you
Unless
should
they're my kids, they're never
you
gonna
think
get on
the
the
internet is a good
ever.
place? You think the internet is a good place to get information?
No.
You think getting your sex ed from
Well,
other
and that's just
15-year-olds
it.
is a
They're
good
going
place?
to. That's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
that's your
They're-
parents should be doing
Yeah,
it.
they're going to. That's what I'm trying
But
to
they
say.
suck too.
Who sucks?
Everybody sucks.
teachers
Welcome to the
Everybody
world,
sucks.
Maria.
Teachers suck.
The parents
Parents suck. The internet sucks.
Everyone
Parents suck
sucks.
even more.
What do you get? The government doesn't suck? Yeah, right.
I guess
Everyone
my
sucks.
question
I
to
bet
you,
you-
Marie, is: are parents that are Democrats, they're doing it right? Is that what you're getting at?
I don't. It's like because the left or Democrats or
No, I'm
liberals.
just saying.
they
Yeah, I'm just saying.
don't
Are they
all
getting
agree
it
on
right?
things.
Are they getting their kids right? Those kids are better off?
Probably no. I don't think so. Look, I have a friend, and she thinks that she's a leftist. she thinks she's a centrist, but she's kind of a leftist. She's a social worker. And she has her kid, you know what? Her kid is like 6 and she's addicted to the iPad, right? Parents on both sides
Most
are
kids,
not getting it correct. But the teachers are there to like help
Because we're all
guide them
fucking human and
through
we fuck up.
learning, not
Okay.
teaching them,
No.
but learning how to learn.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's still not your point though.
Your
What is
job
my
is to
point?
teach my kid the ABCs, multiplication, long division that I have
Yeah.
long forgot how to
What
do.
we're trying to say is
All
the
that shit.
Republicans are creating this
Social
narrative.
stuff, I will
Maybe
teach my
sex
kid that.
ed should be in school. Sex
No,
it
ed
is.
It
should
is in
be
school.
in school.
It is in school.
And then
It should, and it
different
is.
when we're being taught about our bodies and hormones and stuff, then that should also be taught in sex ed as well, because not
just said that.
everyone
Yeah.
has the same hormones.
But I just said that. I'm just trying to tell you the Republicans try to tell people it's taught in 2nd grade.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah,
they
it's
shove
not.
it down people's
Scare
throat.
tactics.
And
Scare
in
tactics.
kindergarten, they're already telling our kids that about trans. Really? They are? Like, I don't think so.
And I honestly don't think I don't have
repeat
kids.
these lies.
Hey, if you
so
repeat
hard.
it enough, right, you're gonna get half the country going, you know what?
Yeah.
That's true. I asked my child today, I said, what's a trans? They said Transcontinental Railroad. What'd you
He
say?
said Transformers. Are you gonna get Transformers
Transgenerational.
for Christmas? I want Bumblebee.
Yeah, I want to transform to the girl transformer. Like, we have
Oh,
problems.
But what I'm saying is
Why are there
that
female
people who
Transformers?
vote for Trump buy into that bullshit way more often than people on the left. I mean, the people on the left aren't that like
Gullible.
they're susceptible
they're
to
not as
bullshit too.
gullible.
But like
Yes.
the people on the right are like buying into things that are really harmful.
Okay, first
You know
of
what
all,
I
I'm not
mean?
going to say they're not gullible. They're both gullible.
Yeah, they are.
It just depends
Everyone's
on the
gullible
topic.
because we're all fucking human beings, and like Marie
No,
said,
not
we
all
all
of us.
fucking suck.
No, I'm a lizard person. But
No, parents suck. Parents
again, you with the
suck. I'm sorry.
parents and
No,
the
parents
teachers.
suck.
And
Humans, we all suck.
here's the okay. Wait, yeah, you're right. Marie might be right. Parents do suck.
I didn't have
Look how
kids,
Marie turned out.
so I'm
Yeah,
exactly,
but
exactly my point.
Exactly
Exactly
your point.
my point.
Exactly your point.
That was a huge mistake, and I was
but-
planned too. Can you
But
believe
here's the
it?
thing.
Me too.
The thing is, in the end, you got to choose what fits you best in the sense of where you're voting. That's it. If you're
Maybe you don't know what
if you're
best for you.
anti-immigration,
Nobody does.
if you're if
Nobody
you're
knows what's best for you.
anti-immigration, meaning no more immigrants. I mean, if you don't mind giving the rich more tax breaks, if you love tariffs, I mean, love them. I mean, everything's a tariff.
I love
just
tariffs.
Tariffs, everything. Just you can be like, what are you going to do about school shootings? We're going to tariff the Chinese. What?
What? It's also why I'm not sending my kids to public school. My kids are going to private school because they ain't getting shot at school.
Also, tariffs. Don't worry about your safe.
Mm, mm.
Anyway, so it just depends on how you view your party, and do you go along with it, or do you believe
Or it's not necessarily your party. How do you perceive the parties?
exactly?
You don't
Yeah,
have,
exactly.
You don't have to identify yourself by how you vote.
Yeah, you don't have to vote the same way every
Then
time.
why?
either.
Well, then why not? If you don't like okay, say like you don't like either candidates, right?
Mhm.
But then just not vote.
No, you
So
don't
Why
have
would
to.
why
Like,
wouldn't
don't
why
have to.
wouldn't I exercise my right as an American to express my views?
Well, here's the thing. Laura
'Cause you
can
could get it
vote.
wrong.
She can vote down the whole
Why would
ballot.
you vote? Because you
She-
could get it wrong.
No, but you guys can both vote.
I don't have a choice.
You can vote. Well, no, you can vote down the whole ballot and not vote for president if you don't want to. It doesn't matter. You don't have to fill out your whole ballot.
It's true.
So if you don't want to, don't do it. That's all. It's that simple. I mean, you don't have to vote for president. I mean, Laura, actually, all three of us are in the same boat. It doesn't matter who you vote for. We know our state goes one way. We just know it. California goes Democrat.
Our vote.
Missouri goes
Our
Republican.
state voted for Republicans one time, and it was Ronald Reagan.
Because he was in Hollywood.
But he was also he
It
was
was
the
the second
governor of
term.
California. We were not going to vote for him. You know what I mean? It's like, who's the other Republican that won the state?
I don't
Arnold
know.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you know
that's
why?
right. No,
Because
I remember.
we hated the governor so much. We were like, screw it. Let's give that guy the job.
I remember my mom talking because she worked for the state, and she's always pissed off because they make how much taxes and going to get paid for state employees. And there was someone before Arnold, he was a Democrat, and then before that he was a Republican. So it's actually kind of gone both. And I think there was another Republican right before Brown or right after Brown. I don't remember.
No,
don't remember.
Brown. And then it was a Democrat. Then we didn't like. Then it was Arnold.
Oh,
Either way. Listen, we live in a state with the most taxes. Okay, so if you live here, you already hate life. They tax the shit out of you in California. I mean, the shit out of you.
Yeah, but we got abortion. Abortion is just like, it's not even on the ballot. It's like not a question. We just got it.
I don't know. It's not. See, for me, it's not that important. So, it's,
well,
you know what I mean?
you
It's not
live
that
in a
important.
state, maybe you take it for granted.
No, it's
or,
just
I
not.
mean-
it's,
I
it's-
definitely do
it's
not
a
take
top,
it for
It's
granted.
not
Because
a
guess
top
what? I would
5.
have kids that were aged 19 and 17 if it was a fucking issue here in California. Could you believe that?
Yeah, I
Heck
guess.
no.
Good Lord, too. Good
Twice?
Lord, they don't exist.
Twice.
Twice? Yeah, twice.
Hey,
There's nothing wrong
Laura,
with that.
that's why it's
I
legal.
don't care.
I didn't
You know?
say it wasn't legal.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
Why do I have to have a kid if I don't want it?
I did not
I'm
say
being
that. I did
irresponsible.
not say that.
Anyway,
Yeah, but
long
you're
story
questioning
short,
twice?
it's not.
Yeah, I am.
It's
Because
not,
I've been sexually active since I was 17 and I've had exactly
I've been
0.
sexually active since I was 14.
Yeah, same here
Okay,
since I was
well,
9.
There are things.
No, you
that
weren't.
you can
I had to beat you guys.
do
I
I don't
beat you
believe
guys.
that. I don't
in order
believe
to
you.
not get pregnant.
You're barely sexually
Since I
active
was
now.
5. No, it's not my. Let's put it this way: if somebody said, "Give us your 5, like your top 5," and it had to be on there, it'd be number 5. That's all. That's
What would be?
that topic. Abortion would be number 5. Number 1 is economy. Number 2 is probably immigration. Number 3 is probably energy.
Mm.
Number 4 is probably foreign policy. And then,
Foreign
like I said,
policy has kind of eked its way up for me.
yeah,
I'm
and then
like,
again, abortion would be
"Gah."
number 5. You know, so there's a lot more important things to me than that topic. So, but again, that's the
Perspective.
thing. It's to
Everyone
each their
has
own,
a
right?
different
So,
perspective.
yeah. So it's like
Homelessness in California is a huge issue. It's like getting. It's not good. It's
homelessness
really
in
not good.
California. Again, that's a state thing. The governor already spent something stupid on there, like $20 billion of so-called fix.
He kicked all the
can't
homeless
fix-
people out of fucking San Francisco.
You can't fix homelessness. I'm sorry, you can't fix homelessness. That's just
Yeah,
not-
but you can make it
It's just-
not as bad. You can ease it by giving them benefits and and make more affordable housing.
But what happens when you do that? People complain.
know, you
Why
tell
do
me.
they get money? Why don't I
Who
get
cares
money?
if they complain?
I'm just saying, but that's the take on. That's what people's take is, right? Why are you going to give them a subsidy, $1,000 a week because they're homeless? I work every day of the week.
Yeah,
Why
nobody's
don't I
giving
get a
me money.
subsidy? I don't
Yeah.
deserve it
Wait a
because I'm
second.
not
Wait a second.
homeless.
You don't know that you don't get a subsidy because you can. There are affordable houses
That's not what
affordable
I'm
housing
saying.
that I've looked.
This is generalization of people's complaints of what they say. Why are you going to give them free housing and a subsidy and yada 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 because they're homeless? I work 40 hours a week. I have 6 kids and I can't even
Then we
survive.
should-
and
ass.
da.
Yeah.
That's
Then
what people. That's people's
okay.
complaints.
I will say that economy is also, homelessness is a part of economy. Why can't people who are in the middle class get more benefits? They should qualify for more benefits. I'm not saying only
The
homeless
reason
people should
why
be
you
getting
can't-
benefits,
you
but
can't-
everyone should be getting
You
better
can't. No,
benefits.
you can't do that
So what
because
you're
then you
Why can't
tax
we
the
get
shit out
healthcare?
of everyone.
Why can't we get health care?
Because you would have to
No,
tax
you could
the
just
shit
tax the
out
fucking
of
rich like we're supposed to be doing.
You can't. I don't know. See what you take on before we switch subjects. What is your take on constantly taxing the rich? Let's say you
If
make
we
$1 billion
constantly
a
tax the
year,
rich-
and they already tax you. I think they get taxed, no joke, like 60% or something like that. They get taxed a ton.
But do they pay it?
It depends on who we're
Loopholes,
talking about. It
baby.
depends on who we're talking about because a lot of companies are write-offs. We know this already.
Companies are not.
But what
shouldn't-
I'm trying
first of all,
to say
companies
is,
shouldn't be
if you
people
were one
considered
person,
people.
if your company paid you $800,000 a year, you're only taking home half of that. Should we be taxing you more?
Is that considered middle class though, or is that still
No,
considered rich?
I would not consider that middle class. I
It's
would
hard to
consider that.
define nowadays, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would say you're kind of high end middle. No, I would say you're definitely low end rich. Low end rich. Yeah, $800,000 a
I
year.
think that I think that it should be that the more money you make, the more you should get taxed, right? So it's
Well, that's
the
how it
less
works.
Well, that's
and
how
as
it
we
is.
go
What I'm
down-
trying to say is,
No, it isn't. But
Yes,
okay,
it
but
is.
like she
Yes,
said,
it
there's a
is.
lot of loopholes. There's a lot of loopholes.
okay,
Is it,
yes,
though?
there
Is
is
it
a lot of
though?
loopholes,
how
but
much-
you're talking about loopholes also for businesses and for people that use the loopholes when they're investing. And so I'm just saying in general, on your salary, if I made $1 million and only took home half of that every year, should I be taxed more? Let's just base it on
Yes.
salary.
Look,
Okay. That's
yes,
all.
look, check it out. Okay, so when I don't know okay, so I've always been low income. I've never had a job where I made more than anything that was more than like $25,000 a year.
Yeah.
And I've worked really fucking hard and I have a degree and everything. So I don't understand why this is happening. So when Trump, and I'm not trying to say, oh, Trump is so bad, don't vote for him. I'm saying when Trump went into office in 2017, he made a tax, like a tax thing. He changed the taxes or whatever, and then gave more discounts to the rich. I ended up having to, my tax return got reduced by 2/3 after that. So I don't understand why you guys are saying like, oh, these people pay more in taxes. No, they fucking don't. It is a proven statistic.
When I say they pay more,
that
they
made
pay
the economy
more.
worse.
They pay more in dollar value.
Well,
Okay.
also in percentage.
Yeah, and here's the thing you have
Both.
to understand: the rich
Do they?
combine
Yes.
combined
They've gotten
taxes.
way richer.
Riches, okay, but that's again, you're talking about companies in general. In the rich people,
No, I'm talking about like Elon Musk and fucking Bezos or
again, companies,
Bezos or whatever his fucking
companies.
name.
They're
They're
rich
not
because
companies; those are people.
no, because of their companies. So anyway, long story short, the rich, their taxes pay for almost everything. That's how much they get taxed. What I'm trying to tell you is it fair if I told you, Marie, you make $1 million, I'm going to tax you 75%?
How much is everyone else getting taxed?
That doesn't matter. That's not the point.
Yes, it does.
No, if
it
I
doesn't
tell,
matter.
if I say my neighbor makes 100,000, but we're going to tax him 20%.
Yeah,
what are you
that
gonna
would make
say?
sense.
So you'd be okay
Yeah,
with
that would make
75%.
You're helping out everyone else who needs it. It's like, yeah, it kind of sucks because it's like, oh, you're not taking more money home, but there are other people who need that money.
See,
There
that's
are
the
other
problem,
people who
right?
are working
That's,
super crazy
and
hard.
That's the argument. A person that
Well-
works their ass off and makes a ton of money, why are they responsible for somebody else? That's the
Do
argument.
they work really hard?
That's not the point,
Yes,
though.
they do.
That's not the point. If somebody, Jeff Bezos created Amazon, which creates a ton of jobs, and I mean a ton of jobs worldwide. Time out. Don't speak yet. Thank you. And so he makes billions and billions of dollars. Of course, he pays taxes. Whatever. What I'm trying to say
Does
is
he,
his
though?
responsibility to now cover the ass of half the nation because they're on programs when he already has a company that offers thousands of jobs.
So black and white.
No, that's how it is.
Well, you're saying that they should have to pay for everybody else because of the kindness of their own heart, or the fact that they live in a society, which I think is a better kind of, way to look at it. Honestly, you're part of a society, so you are responsible. But because you're such a high earner, does that mean that you should have to shoulder everyone else's burden? That doesn't necessarily seem
It's
fair.
kind of this weird thing. It's like, okay, it is though, because they are the ones that are paying for lobbyists. They are the one paying for the
and
candidates.
this
and the
is
people-
how
no, wait a
all
second.
these issues get
that's
together,
right.
and they
That's how
all mold
work.
together, and the
Yeah.
world is so fucking complicated.
Exactly.
And you don't know who to fucking vote for.
And that's the problem.
Because
right?
lobbyists are
But
That's the
definitely a problem.
But you cannot constantly create new programs to keep on doling out free money because that hurts you as well.
Why not?
Because your taxes go up
Because eventually,
and they
it's just
constantly
gonna-
go up. And a middle class
spiral.
starts then getting their ass kicked.
No.
And
Wait,
da-da-da-da,
okay, hold on.
da-da-da-da.
Fix
Hold
the
on.
system. Just fix the system. What does
Hold
that
on.
mean? I don't know, but it's definitely
Hold
not
on.
just like changing your tax. Yeah, go ahead.
Go
It's I'm kind of wondering, maybe we could take money from other places like the military and Israel and other things, and we can afford more benefits. There's part of the problem is like, yeah, sure, like it does suck if you're making however much money, you're only taking home 75%. Like, sure, like, yeah, when you think about it like that, it sucks. But like, but you're also probably those people
pretty big
are probably
way to think
paying
about
for the
it.
lobbyists. It's probably like they're paying for lobbyists, and it's still like they're not rich. They're still rich. But not only that, again, the way that America is like spending that money is incorrect as well.
I don't
So
care
maybe
how.
the tax brackets could stay the same,
don't
but
care.
the capitalists could change, or like
the
government could change their spending.
I don't care if they tax the rich out their ass. I'll never be in that bracket. So tax them to death. Who cares?
Yeah. Same.
But at the same time, it's not. You can't tax them to death because you want to have a new program to dole out
Because
more
they'll
money
leave.
and
They'll
give
leave
more
your
money
country.
to this and that.
Just
that,
period.
this.
Okay,
They will
good
leave.
riddance. Bye.
No.
What'd you
Maybe
say?
if they did, it would balance itself out somehow.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they would stop paying for the lobbyists
Do you know
that
what?
create the problems.
Do you know what a brain drain is?
Yeah, it's happening to you right now.
Yeah, it's Lafayette.
Look it up.
The brain
just-
drain.
you-
Look it
you
up.
can't-
No, you tell me what it is.
You can't continually do this to high income earners, and you can't continually do it to corporations and tax the shit out of them till they're broken, because they will leave and they will take away
We don't need
all the
capitalism.
jobs that
we
comes
don't need
with them.
capitalism.
Yes, you do need capitalism.
Yeah, you do.
No, we don't.
You don't want socialism.
Why? Because we can't have healthcare?
That's
It's-
another conversation. Healthcare
yeah,
is
it's a whole
another
different thing.
conversation.
It's just that, again, socialism is the same thing. It's taxing the shit out of everyone to pass out
Yeah,
free
but we're
stuff.
all we all get we all have an
No,
even
it works-
opportunity
it works
at
well.
life.
It works well at smaller countries. They
Mhm.
thrive off of it.
we're too big.
We're
Too
too
diverse.
big now for that. That's the problem. Too
Maybe
big.
what if California
Not gonna happen.
diverged from
Not gonna
America?
happen. Not gonna happen. America
Good
couldn't
luck.
afford
I mean,
it.
I'm just saying.
Not gonna happen.
I'm just like we have the biggest economy.
That's what I'm saying.
The
America
fifth
couldn't
biggest
afford
economy in the
it.
world.
If California broke off, America would cry. It wouldn't happen. Just wouldn't
oh,
happen.
good for them.
And it doesn't matter. It's not gonna happen. Number two, again,
I'm just saying what ifs. We're talking about what ifs.
there's a lot of things. You can't have a flat tax. Will never work. You have to have staggered taxes. You can't have necessarily too many social programs. It's going to break the nation. I mean, Social Security probably only has 10 years left in it. Honestly, that's it. How
I
are you
don't
going
like
to fix
think
it?
about
Yeah, isn't that
that.
fucked up? I've worked my entire fucking life, and then I'm not going to be able to get. So
Do you
No,
have a
you
job
will.
right now? Yeah.
You will. You will still get something, but if you had kids, they wouldn't. That's how it goes. So
wait, if you said in 10 years, it's going to be like dried up in 10 years.
yeah, but
what?
you'll still be accounted for.
My math ain't mathing.
You'll still be accounted for within those 10 years. You'll make up to a certain amount. What I'm trying to say
So
is,
when people.
Mhm.
Oh, I was gonna say, so okay, I'm not like arguing with you about this because I know that it is gonna dry up, right? I know this, I just don't know how long. So it's the kids, like say Gen Zers, if they're working, their taxes are not gonna
they're getting taxed for
their
Social Security.
working experience is not going to count towards Social Security.
No, the numbers don't bear out.
Yeah, they're
We
not,
don't have
no.
enough of the next generation
There's
to
just not enough.
fund the previous generation.
But they're still paying taxes.
taxes,
for
and they're
Social
paying
Security.
into Social Security. Yes,
They're
but they're
paying
not
into it.
paying in enough
How fucked
to
up.
cover everybody else
Yeah, no,
that's
it's not gonna
behind
work.
them,
No.
that's
Here's
or
the-
ahead of them, that's older.
Exactly. It's just because you know why?
Reduced
Because-
child, then that's the reduced child, years, like where people aren't having as many kids. So we have an imbalanced population, and that is a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. That's,
Yeah.
and that's where they think if we let a bunch of immigrants in, it'll balance it out. I mean, that's a
I
big
mean, I
thing.
don't have
too.
a
That's
problem
with
with
immigrants.
immigrants if they're going through the process, they're doing what they need.
Yeah,
to do.
no, if
make
you're
it
legal,
easier, make it
100% come
cheaper, make
across.
it less, ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so
Hire
for
more
that.
people so that they can get through faster.
They tried,
Yeah.
but that bill got shot down. They tried.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Well, like, I mean, just because it got shut down doesn't mean that it's not necessarily the right direction.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, here's okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys follow politics that close. That bill
No.
that they shot
We've
down.
just been talking about it for a fucking hour,
Yeah, yeah,
and
we're
I'm
gonna-
just
we're
like,
gonna
I'm talking
jump off.
about ideologies. I don't really
Yeah.
know shit
no,
about American
just real quick.
politics. I
The
don't
bill they
know.
shot down, 80% of it was about Israel and Gaza. So
Yeah.
that's why they shot it down. Because they're like,
That's what they
oh,
fucking
it's
do.
called-
They put all this shit in there, and they were like,
Exactly.
they don't care about
mhm,
people and social programs.
exactly.
No, I do. I don't want this other shit attached to it. They do that on
Yep.
purpose. So
And
they can go
that's-
around and
yeah.
say Republicans don't care about you. That's what happens.
That's the problem with all bills. I can come to the table with we have a bill for clean water. Okay, cool. But I live in a city where we need $80 million to fix the baseball team stadium. Like what?
Yeah.
Just slide it in the bill. No one will notice.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. And a lobbyist comes around, hey, but I need this in the bill too. Nobody will notice.
Mhm.
And then you'll just tout the bill about clean water. It'll get voted down because all the other bullshit. And then just like Laura said, I'll turn around and go, damn, Republicans voted down the bill. But that's because they're like, why is all that shit in the bill? I'm like, America doesn't know. I look the other way. What are you doing? What are you doing over here? Huh? It's a
Yeah,
$20
the system
bill.
is
Huh?
fucked.
That's why politics is fucked because of that reason. When they vote on bills, it should be only for that one purpose. That's it, and nothing else. And that's what's wrong with America. So vote, people. I don't know if it'll change anything, but just go out and vote. Whoever you want to vote for,
Just
just vote.
everyone just keep trying to vote, go do
Just
your
vote. Just
performative thing,
do
and
your
then
part.
just keep fucking living your life, because that's all you can control.
And remember, if you
can
pay
just keep
taxes,
doing what you're doing.
just go vote. Meaning, even
I
if you're
really,
if you're not a citizen but you pay taxes, vote. Because if they take your money, that means they're using your money for whatever they want, and with the reason you're voting. So go vote. The old saying, no taxation without representation. Go vote.
Represent
American.
yourself.
Yeah, go vote. Or you know what? If they don't let you vote, write to your local congressman, hey, you can't tax me anymore. Because that money is going towards programs that you don't allow me to vote on. So, be a dick. I don't know. Just be that guy. I'm that
When
guy.
is
Be
the
that guy.
election?
Anyway, what
You're
movies
that
did everyone
guy.
watch?
Fourth? When
What's
is
up?
it? Is it the 4th?
The 5th.
Wait, can we take a break? I want to change
November 5th.
my costume.
You go change your costume. Go ahead. Go change your
God,
costume.
I'm
You'll be fine.
actually gonna have to fucking
Change
do
your
Look how
something.
fat I am. This is
Oh.
definitely not Johnny Depp.
Yep. Johnny Depth.
we gonna
Laura,
take a
have you
break?
watched anything?
What? No.
Nothing at all?
Only
What's your
Murders in
deal?
the Building on Hulu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good
30 Rock.
one. Oh, 30 Rock. Oh, again?
Yeah, again.
You can't go wrong with 30 Rock, but again?
No, you really can't.
Okay. Well, no,
I've lost 30 pounds on Ozempic. It only
I know.
took
I can tell,
two
actually.
stomach bugs in the last 2 weeks to get me
Oh.
down an extra 5 pounds.
Look at you.
Actually, more than 30. I think it's
Like what?
32.
32. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The world
I
is
think
changing.
I'm done, though. I think I'm
The
done.
world is changing.
I got
Wait.
so fucking sick on Monday.
How
I
much
wanted to
more do you
die.
plan on going down, though?
I don't know. I think I'm done with the Ozempic. It's just I was so fucking sick. I wanted to die. So 34 pounds.
There you go. 34 pounds down for Laura.
I'm gonna start taper. I haven't committed yet, but I think I'm gonna start tapering down, see if I can maintain, get myself into an exercise regimen. Because even though I've lost 34 pounds, like my body is just so fucking flabby, and I'm like, I need to get some muscle on this skeleton frame, or menopause is gonna wreck me. I'm gonna turn into a frail bird woman. So I need to build some muscle and some bone density.
Yeah, no, I went to the doctor and he's like, "Oh, you lost 28 pounds." I was like, "Yep." You need to go to the gym now. I was like, "For what?" You need to lift weights. I was like, "What?"
It's
He's
important.
like, "Yeah, you need to lift
Okay,
weights."
here we go.
He's like,
Skeletal
just-
muscle, man. That is the key to longevity.
That's what he said. Just you have to add weights to your workout. So yeah, no. So I'll have to start doing that. But I know when I do that, oh boy, it's gonna.
It's
oh boy,
good. The burn feels good though.
it's gonna
I
be
like
tough.
it.
It's
I
gonna be
did
tough.
this weekend. I did a self-defense class.
Oh, yeah?
Krav Maga self-defense class.
So
I
you're
had
defending
so
you're
much fun.
defending against yourself?
Well, no.
Oh,
I'm defending myself.
oh, good.
And I had a
Good.
ton of fun, and I'm thinking about joining. But then I'm like, when the fuck am I going to have time to go to a Krav Maga gym? I
Yeah, the
don't know.
Crab McGraw's. Tim McGraw's gym?
Tim McGraw's gym. But
Good
I
old-
learned how to break a chokehold, which I'm pretty proud of myself for.
Well, next time I'll have to choke you out.
Do it. I'll see what I can do. Because
I like how I'll see what I can do.
I had
guess-
my husband, I came home and I was like, okay, I have to see if this actually works. And like, apparently it did. Apparently it worked pretty
there
well.
you go. Marie is back. She changed costume and she is now Wednesday from the Addams Family.
No,
No.
Morticia.
No, I think she's actually the girl from The Ring. I don't know who she's
I need to
supposed
have a
be.
white
Are
dress
you
on.
supposed to be Morticia?
Yeah, but she's pale.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
supposed to be Morticia.
All right. Well, there
I
you
am
go.
Angelica Houston.
So what movies have you watched? Because I know you've watched a ton.
Holy shit, girl. Do you guys have time?
Well, yeah. After you run through your list, we're wrapped up.
I have so many things to say.
Okay, go ahead. Start with
We
the
can't
first
go
one.
through all 15 movies.
Yeah. Pick your top 5.
Hold on. I'm opening my notes.
Okay, got it. I did see Smile 2. I recommend seeing that movie. Yeah. It's much better than the first. Yes. It's like if Lady Gaga was being hunted by guys. Like the actual pop star. Yeah.
Where did my phone go?
And then what else?
My fucking
Oh, we
computer
haven't-
won't sync with my phone.
Laura, did you watch the Zodiac documentary?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank you
So
for
good.
bringing that up. I forgot about that. I did watch that.
I mean, come on. Arthur Lee Allen. I mean, come on.
So I had mixed feelings about that documentary. I feel like it was a kind of a nothing burger. Like, I don't know that it really brought anything new to the idea. I mean, these people coming forward and saying that they have these memories from fucking 30 years, no, more than 30 years ago, 40 years ago. And, you know, are like, yeah, that definitely happened on this same day. I'm like, did it? I don't know. Because what they did not mention in the documentary, if I'm not mistaken, is that the DNA test of the envelopes that they sent, that Zodiac sent, do not match Arthur Lee Allen. And there are a bunch of other people, because I've read Robert Graysmith's book a couple of times, and every time he goes through a suspect, you're just like, oh my God, there's so many fucking coincidences. How could it not be this guy? There's like 3 or 4 of them that all have something that like lines up, and they're like, oh, this absolutely has to be him. Like, how many fucking psychos were there in Northern California in the 70s? Turns out a lot.
Well, just one apparently.
No, there were a lot. And so I don't know. It was interesting. I'm kind of glad I watched it, but I'm also a little bit like, this is all just a little bit of sus and a little bit of, you know, hindsight and like convincing yourself of something to be a certainty.
Well,
I don't know.
The part that you just mentioned, how they didn't mention any other of the other suspects. They just totally just disregarded them because of this family of kids that were so close to Arthur Lee Allen.
Arthur Lee Allen, yeah.
But it was the coincidences were too extreme, even with him.
There's a bunch of them. Extreme.
And there's
a bunch of them with the other suspects too.
Yeah, I know. But just the kids being drugged, or so Arthur telling the one that passed away that he was a Zodiac, and you know, and like, yes, like, you know, almost like, and then him constantly denying it, like, but it's almost sound like guilt, you know.
Yeah, I mean, also, the whole thing is like, I've been so persecuted, I'm not the Zodiac. I was like, okay, even if you weren't, you still fucking deserve it, you fucking child molester. I don't care. You live your whole goddamn life hiding in a basement. Good.
But they did, but the most convincing part, I thought, was when he was locked up for 4 years.
Yeah, I know.
And then they stopped. Yeah, they never heard from the Zodiac. As soon as he got out, they heard right away.
Yep.
And I was like, oh,
it's sus. It's the whole thing is.
I mean, come on. How is this still an open case, though? This person is clearly
It's never
dead.
going to be solved.
Yeah,
it's never going to be solved, except for, I think it's going to be some sort of like open source genealogy, you know, where they go through and they find DNA matches for those envelopes. That's the only way they're going to solve this case.
Well, remember the knife?
Yeah, so that's it. But they didn't. There was fucking nothing on that knife, and you know there was fucking nothing on that knife. Mm-hmm. They did that to make their documentary sizzle.
Well,
we haven't received the results yet because it's fucking rust. That's why. Or deer's blood. Or
that's what I was thinking, though. I was thinking it was just animal's blood.
Yeah.
And plus, if I
who hand somebody a fucking knife?
That's what I mean. Who says, hey, you can have that? It's fine. I've killed many people with that thing. I mean, yeah.
It's just
but it was good though.
Dumb.
I mean,
it was interesting.
The Zodiac, it always intrigued me, and the movie was phenomenal. The actual movie
so
they
good,
made,
yeah.
And even in the movie, they pointed him out that he was the Zodiac, Arthur Lee Allen. So
yeah, well, so the author of the book that Zodiac, the movie, is based on is Graysmith. He was in the documentary. Yeah, he is convinced that Arthur Lee Allen is the guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, he is the Zodiac guy. I mean, he is the Zodiac, I think.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, he could be. That way he can write his own stories and write his own books.
Oh, I get it.
You get it now?
It took me a second.
That could be a good plot for a TV show.
I'm sure that plenty of internet sleuths have thought the same thing.
Oh, you know for a fact there's so many of those.
What am I hearing?
So okay, well, Marie's now going to give us her reviews of her 5 movies. Marie, movie number 1.
Oh, I didn't even pull them up.
Oh, good Lord.
I was looking how to detangle a synthetic wig.
Oh my God! Don't do that now.
Okay, I'll just tell you all of them that I watched.
Okay.
And I'll put them in order from least scary to scary.
Got it.
Okay, so I watched 13. One of them wasn't like a horror movie, so we won't count that
just
one.
Run down the list. Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out where's 12. It was
12.
I think 11. It was Insidious 2.
Okay. Insidious 2, not as scary. Okay.
Yeah. 11 is Sinister.
Okay. No.
And then 10 is The Barbarian.
Oh, you okay? No.
And then 9 is Ringu.
Oh, horrible. Next.
Well, yeah. And well, you know what? It tried to be like the book, but then it left a bunch of important information out. That
Yeah, I know, but
it
it's
didn't
still
really make
not
sense.
that good.
And I read the book, and she doesn't even come out of the TV. Samara does not even come out of the TV at all.
Where does she come out of in the book?
So she just appears in like bugs and shadows.
Okay, that could be a little bit scarier. Okay. All right.
I guess it's just like a regular ghost story. I wanted her to come out of the damn TV. Anyway, okay, so where was I? 8 is Talk to Me.
Oh, you saw it.
7, yeah.
Okay.
I don't even remember what happens. I started making food. And that's the problem with, okay, the two things, I'll say it at the end. Okay, so 7 is... 7 is European Speak No Evil.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Okay, and then
6.
6 is 6. Where's 6? Sorry.
Ghostbusters.
6. Did I have a 6? Oh, Hereditary.
Okay. There you go. Number 5.
And number 5 is The Last Exorcist.
Okay. Oh, you
number
saw that one. The last
4.
you saw that
Yeah.
one. Okay. Number 4.
Yeah. In like 2 days, I watched like 4 movies or 6 movies. Okay, so number 4 is Lake Mungo.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3 is Insidious.
Number 2.
All Hallows Eve.
Okay. And number 1.
Terrifier.
You thought that was the scariest one.
Out of the ones that I've seen in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it is. It's probably the best. It's probably the best one because even though it's cheesy in a way, it like works to its advantage, and it's like really. It feels like something an adult should watch, not like you could be PG-13 and da 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 like Insidious.
So did you know that
bullshit.
all 3 Terrifier movies are unrated?
Oh, that makes
And
sense.
the latest Terrifier 3 that is in theaters, the highest grossing unrated movie of all time. At $50 million.
Is it gory though?
Oh yes. It
know
is.
anything about these movies.
It's not a good movie.
Terrifier.
Horrible.
Okay. What in the
Looks
one of the
cheesy as
grossest things, I
fuck.
was actually kind of impressed with it. They cut this chick down the cunt. So, he takes like a handsaw. He's like cutting her. He has her hanging upside down like this, like a pig, and he cuts her straight down the cunt all the way down through her body. I was like, I kind of like that actually.
What?
It's I've never seen anything like that. It was different.
They're all
creative.
like that. They're all over the
but
top.
that's I think I might have been drunk when I watched the end of it because I don't remember. But so don't watch these movies drunk.
No, when you watch the second one, it's 10 times gorier, and the third one's
I
even
ain't watching the
worse.
second one.
So
Did you guys watch Martyrs?
no, I have not seen Martyrs. No.
I wonder if Carlos saw it.
But-
I bet his face is more disgusting than anything that happened in Martyrs, though.
But when you watched
so
Talk to Me, what'd you think?
it was just like a teenage stupid
So you didn't really watch.
horror movie.
I got you.
No, I watched it about halfway through when I think the kid starts.
The brother.
The lady starts go back to she's not allowed to go to the hospital because the family's mad at her, right? So at this point now she's allowed to go back to the hospital and she can say, oh, my mom's going to help me get in the whatever. And that's when I stopped watching. It's like, this is doing too much. This.
Oh, you didn't watch to the end? Oh, it's so good at the end. Okay.
I started making food. It just didn't,
Yeah.
it was like, it just seemed like everything else. I was like, I can see where this is going to go.
Where to
Like,
go then? Tell me.
I bet the kid was like in on it the whole time. Not in on it, but the whole time. But he's like, now he is the bad guy. Even though he came out of like the world of bad people, he's now going to be the bad guy.
Nope, not what happens. But you know, not what happens. It's okay. It's okay.
It's like Insidious.
Not what happens though. Not what happens. What happens is
What happens then? Just tell me.
the girl dies.
Oh, good for her.
She ends up in hell. Yeah. And then
Is she died dead or is she in the
the
place?
hand is you see where the other hand's at. It's in Brazil, and they're about to play the game. The movie stops.
Hi, Brittany.
Anyway,
Okay, so here's my don't do what I do. If you want to look for a good movie, don't watch them back to back to back to back because you'll become immune to jump scares and shit, and you'll learn when they come in. Like the music is never wrong. The score is never wrong. But I still think The Ring is the scariest movie of all time.
okay. I have to rewatch it now. That you're saying that. I haven't seen. No joke. I haven't seen The Ring since it came out. That's how long it's been.
Same.
Oh, fuck, that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So
It just, you know why it's better than all of them? Because it doesn't rely on jump scares. It builds character development. It builds like the development
that's
of like
true,
the
though.
like
That's true. That's true.
situation. And then at the end it tricks you because it didn't really happen the way you thought it did. What? And then she's still gonna get your ass. She's coming. She wants smoke, bro.
The way it works, yeah, and they're trying to figure it out. It's more like a mystery of why is it happening and why does it happen to these people? And like they don't quite know. Honestly, they can't figure it out. Yeah.
In the book, she's actually Samara. Her name is Sadako, and she's actually like she was a good person that was harmed in various ways, and now she's like trying to take it out on the world. But in the American version, she's just a fucking rancid bitch. She's just a fucking little shit.
She is.
I kind of like that.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah,
Laura, I think we may have already asked you your scariest movie. I remember you said Scream. That's right, Scream. There we go.
I didn't say that was my scariest. It was Phantasm. That was my scariest.
Oh, that's right, Phantasm, which is that thing was terrifying as a child.
I'm kind of scared to watch it. It's on like Tubi or something like that, and I see it. And I'm like, I kind of want to watch it, but also at the same time,
just watch it.
It does look like something I wouldn't be scared. I would kind of be scared.
I mean, as an adult, you probably just think it's really cheesy, but as a 4-year-old, whew.
That's a 4-year-old. That's my favorite part. That's a 4-year-old. Oh boy, couldn't handle.
Well, that's why I was like, I didn't like Total Recall or The Fly. Yep. I mean, I probably still don't like The Fly.
Recall. I still don't know. What'd you think of The Last Exorcism? It's the what I'm talking about. It's the fake pastor.
Yeah, it's like
the farm, and he has
he's a fake pastor, or he does fake exorcists.
No, he's both. He's
exorcisms.
He's both.
Oh, I didn't realize he was a fake. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe that's the other thing. Don't do. Actually, pay attention when you're watching this stuff, because I'm doing homework at the same time that I'm watching this, and like it did kind of like, oh, is she the devil? Is she the demon? Is she not? What is it? What's going on?
What was your take? What was your take?
And then that was pretty good, but like in terms of scariness, it wasn't like anything.
No, it's not a scary movie so much. No.
I do like the twist then, or not necessarily, it's not a twist, because we are trying to figure out if she is or if she isn't. And then like I like how they string you along for a while. You're like, we don't know. That's pretty good. That's why it's number 5.
Oh, but she is.
Mm-hmm. When I think about scariness, I'm not talking about like jump scares. I'm talking about like, is this going to bother me for a while?
Yeah.
Am I going to be thinking about this? Is this going to be on my mind? Am I going to be able to sleep without the covers and shit? Like that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay, there we go.
So, was it scary? Again, I feel like I wasn't drunk when I watched it because I wasn't drinking, but I feel like I just don't remember these movies very well. They didn't have a lasting impression.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Well, watch the Phantasm.
That'll be the one that scares me.
Yes. So there you go. That's Marie's rundown. She gave you her rating or her breakdown of from 13 to 1. And number 1 was oh crap, what was it again? Terrifier, which is on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch Terrifier Part 1 and 2, and you can rent Part 3 already if you want, even though it's still in theaters. So there you go. Laura, anything left?
Okay. Impolite Society, new episode this week, Halloween week, on werewolves.
Ooh, that should be a good one. Okay, well, there you go. Let's check out Impolite Society this week. Werewolves is a topic, which is an interesting topic. I assume you give us the history of how it started or where it came from on all the lore, right?
And it's a deep dive.
Okay.
What?
Oh, if they exist, well, they don't exist. But
they don't exist.
Yeah, vampires don't exist.
We don't know. We have to listen.
But you should still listen because I always find it interesting.
It's a much deeper lore than I had ever expected.
And you even give
hairy men.
I assume you give the backstory of when the lore started, like how it all came about, right? Okay, because that's always interesting. Because even vampires, so forth, like how it came about, who created the myth, and the reasoning behind it, right? It's all very
and how it's changed throughout the centuries.
Oh yeah, how it's changed now.
Centuries.
Plus, werewolves are cool now because of that teen movie, whatever it was called.
That was True Blood.
No, not True Blood. The teen
True Blood came out before all of them.
No. What's the teen movie though that really made werewolves popular?
Teen Werewolf.
Come on, the teen movie with Robert Pattinson.
Twilight. I've said it like 4 times.
Twilight.
True Blood.
Twilight. Thank you. For the 5th time. I need to hear it 5 times.
Twilight.
6 times. Twilight.
Beetlejuice.
Why'd you say
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
You know what? I saw Beetlejuice.
Candyman.
Not a good movie. There you go.
There you go.
Not a good movie. Anyway, that's our show, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Nerds Talking the podcast. We hope you had yourself a wonderful. And what?
I have a question. Does this wig make me look like a man?
No.
I don't know, Mark. I do not know.
Mario.
That's right. Not with that wig. That's not a Mario wig. That's a Marty wig.
Who am I?
Marty.
Yeah, it's a Marty wig. Yeah.
Wait, what is her name? It's Morticia. What would if Morticia was a boy?
Morty.
Morty.
Mortimer.
Morty.
Mortimer Adams.
Mortimer.
Mortimer Adams.
Mortimer, the rat.
There you
I had
go.
a pet rat named Mortimer. Then
You
we
had a
found out it
pet
was a
rat,
girl,
and
we
that
named him
story right
Mortimer.
there is interesting already. So,
It's just pet rat.
there's a movie
Like
about
we didn't
that.
get it from
You ever-
like the gutter.
have you ever
We
seen?
bought him.
You ever seen the movie Ben?
No, but I know the song by Michael Jackson.
That's what the movie that he made the theme song for that movie. Yeah. So the movie
Because
Ben.
there's like an image in the video where like rats are running around on this newspaper.
No,
And
no,
I don't
just-
know
yeah.
why that.
It's about somebody kid.
Why does that exist like that?
A kid has a friend, a rat, and his name is Ben. And that's that's the
Pretty
movie.
straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforght. Good old Ben.
And they're best friends forever.
No, the mother brings home a cat. Movie's over in 20 minutes. Anyway, that's
No,
our
it's
show.
not.
everyone.
What did Joe Rogan say? He said the cat's not going to kill it for an hour. It's going to play with it for 59 minutes.
That is true too, though. There you go. All right, that's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking, the podcast. For Marie,
Oh, bye.
for Laura,
Goodbye.
and I'm Lafayette. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget, go out and vote next time on Nerds Talking, the podcast. I mean, we're gonna vote next time. Who knows? Whatever. See ya.
Been grinding all week, 9 to 5. Time to cut loose, feeling so alive. Got my truck washed up, fuel in a tank. Got paid today, heading to the bank. Now I'm picking up my crew, calling the boys. Time to crank it up, make a little noise. It's a hard work, long day. Friday night escape with my best friend, a dog and a cold case. The fire's getting hot and the stars are shining bright. We're singing around the fire till the morning light. Got my guitar strumming, looking for the right girl. Some country kind of loving to rock my world. Bonfire crackling, smell of pine in the air. Ain't worried about nothing, got nothing to care. Just my crew, my dog, and my old six string. With a bottle in my hand, I can do anything. She's out there somewhere dancing in the night. With that wild, free heart, it feels so right. It's a hard work, long day. Friday night escape with my best friend, a dog, and a cold case. The fire's getting hot and the stars are shining bright. We're singing around the fire till the morning light. Got my guitar strumming, looking for the right girl. Some country kind of loving to rock my world. So here's to the weekend, let's raise them high. To the simple things beneath this country sky. And if I find her tonight, we'll see how it goes. With a truck bed, sunset in her hand to hold. It's a hard work, long day. Friday night escape with my best friends, a dog and a cold case. The fire's getting hot and the stars are shining bright. We're singing around the fire till the morning light. Got my guitar strumming, looking for the right girl. Some country kind of loving to rock my world. Yeah. Some country kind of loving to rock my world. Underneath these stars, just a boy and his girl.